his ass off at the rear.
The biggest dumbass in the unit.
Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off those moves.
I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help. Will it be at the base?
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
Runway is clear. You have permission to land. You made it this far, don't screw up now. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Lower your nose. You're too high. 1,500 meters. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. At least you're down. Careful with the aircraft next time. Your work's still far from done. Stand by for further orders.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him. It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked Gramps' pals from below, just like how a shark would. Then one by one, he put the bite on them. Sounds like what happened to our guys today. Kinda surprised so many made it back alive. I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark. Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's a dumbass?
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away. Well, well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
I had a chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that? The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face, like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books. Not encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school. Nothing against those, I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, the fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges. One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow him straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was gonna keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.
Convicts, stand by at the front.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. A coward. You don't want to talk, running off with your tail between your legs. I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats, all warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military.
You think you look anything like military?
Fox 2. Whoa. Show's well and truly started.
Damn! That's what I call fireworks.
Yeah!
I've got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses, then. That fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy.
Jackpot. The tanker's full of oil.
Get the ships out of here before they're blown up! Fox 2.
Spare 15 launching missile.
Oh, one got behind me. I took some damage.
Spare 15 locked. Start destroying the facilities around the harbor one by one.
Enemy sighted. Look at that oil. Just burn up the sea. Watch out, I'm lost. Help!
Trigger eliminated the target.
AA gun down.
Bandit evaded attack. Trying again. Another one.
Burn, bitches.
Are you guys all nuts? I thought at least one of you was safe. This beats being stuck in the penal base.
Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time.
Enemy has a lock. Trigger, you're just quietly plugging away. Think you're the only sane one here.
Doug was right. We're no proper military. Enough of the holier-than-thou act, tabloid. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here even more than I do. It's all about where you're from. It's like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn.
I don't know what they were keeping in there, but it's all ashes now.
Suck on that!
Running low. Target down.
The enemy's got a lock!
2 minutes remaining.
Watch the bandit on your tail!
Missile.
You can't put the fire out. Get back!
On my target.
Spare 15 locked on.
I'm locked on.
We just got everything loaded anyway. Firing.
Target down.
Rocket 2.
On my target.
Missile.
Get your
Missile.
sticks. Shake him off.
Missile. Missile. Ammunition 0.
Hit. Target's still alive.
Pull up. Caution.
Missile launched. 1 minute remaining. Dust cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary.
Hey, Trigger. Why do you think this stupid war keeps dragging on?
Here he goes.
It's all because countries exist. Shouting that and throwing a rock is what got me in here.
Well, you have free meals and a warm bed. You should thank our good citizens.
Missile.
30 seconds remaining.
Missile.
Why are we getting hit after reinforcements came?
Missile.
Missile!
Caution. Pull up.
On my enemy's tail. Made inside him.
Caution. Missile. 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 Caution.
Target destroyed.
Caution. Pull up.
Yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger. Go away, brought us.
Looking good.
I'll take jobs like this any day.
Megastorm in Nessa 2 is about to arrive.
Right, bring out the trucks. Make sure their routes are split. Take every drop of fuel you can carry.
It looks like some oil tankers loaded with oil got away. HQ saw them on satellite. Burned down everything that turns up.
Why are they popping on and off of radar?
Sand clouds. Sand breaks up here and there. That's when radar picks them up. If you detect something, strike fast.
Staring at my radar and trolling? This is not my style.
Even in sand, you can lock on if you get close enough.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Easy for you to say.
You guys do whatever you want. I'm going off by myself. Okay, if you think that's for the best. Got one on radar. Moving.
Damn, the truck just vanished into the dust.
Chase it down, dimwit.
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Spare 15, Fox 2. Tanker truck destroyed. Make sure you wipe them all out.
Take that.
Eyes like a jackal, Trigger.
Run out. I can't see a thing.
Quit blubbering. Talk to me when you find a target. Spare 2, Count. Where the hell do you think you're going? You're approaching Erusian territory. Return.
Just following orders to find tankers. So how about you go chew on a bone? They pave desert highways nicely, you know? People drive fast to avoid bandits in the desert.
Vehicle down. The rising smoke marks their graves.
Nice sentiment, Bandog.
Nothing but sand and rocks. Nice place to build a prison.
We can toss you in it as soon as it's up. Fox 2. Spare squadron, a new enemy is approaching. Bearing 350 from the reference point.
They're coming from the north. Did they pick up Count's aircraft? Wait a sec, don't go blaming me.
They appear to be Erusian drones.
More UAVs? Why are they always after us?
The mission stays the same. Destroy the tankers.
There's no way we can chase the damn tankers now. They're coming.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
A cat doesn't have enough lives to carry out your orders.
Do your duty and take out the tankers.
Enemy sticking in my
Tanker
rear.
confirmed eliminated.
You can't run from us.
Keep going. Burn it all.
Enemy has a look. Trigger, I'm sticking with you.
Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Trigger took down a UAV.
That dumbass is at it again. Now's our chance to retreat.
Have you forgotten what happens to deserters? I'll send you out to dig up landmines with your bare hands.
Nickel.
I'm sticking around.
Nickel.
You don't want that political offender jackass is still alive, don't you?
Trigger.
Higher chance of living with him. Don't you go doing a tabloid on me.
UAV down. Was that Trigger?
Alright, we might just get out of this alive.
Don't tell me you're taking out drones for your squadron now, are you? They're not your friends. They're convicts just like you. Just worry about saving your own skin. You listening, Trigger? Target the tankers. The other idiots have their hands full with the drones.
Trigger, I need support, now!
Enough of this Trigger bullshit. All aircraft, destroy the tankers.
Let's just leave him to it.
Spare 15 locked.
Trigger splashed a fifth bandit. He might get them all.
Nickel.
Allied aircraft down by a UAV.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission, full band.
We gotta get those UAVs.
Mission's become way too dangerous. Damn Count for dragging us into this shit.
Shut the hell up. This has nothing to do with me.
You guys are celebrating, but I don't hear anyone saying all targets have been taken down.
The weapon system's acting up. I can't fight like this. I'm gonna break off. There he goes, running away. And he's who drew the drones here. Say what you want. Have fun with your new friends.
Target confirmed near full band. Dig around.
Going after the tankers when all this shit is going down is suicide.
Prioritize the tankers. Worry about the UAVs later.
Damn.
5 minutes remaining. UAV down.
Where are the tankers? I got no vision.
Missile! Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Missile.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
More people stay behind than I thought. Stay with Trigger and you'll make it. That's how I'm still alive.
Can't see the highway unless you get way down.
Bastards picked a hell of a place to hide.
Missile. Caution. Caution alert.
Leaving the operation area. You can't stick around forever. Find those targets.
Trigger trashed the target.
Woo! Trigger again? It's really burning. I was still bringing on jet fuel.
Nah, jet fuel doesn't ignite that easily. That was standard gasoline.
How about taking targets down instead of flapping your gums?
They'll run out of gas, right?
They've got trailers full of fuel.
Trucks don't run on jet fuel. I heard diesel engines can.
Quit yapping and hunt down your targets.
Caution.
3 minutes remaining.
Caution. Caution. Missile.
Got a target on radar. Trigger, it's near your position.
That cheers me up. Not that I give a rat's ass.
Sight down.
You sound like you know something. I don't just give intel away for free.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
One more truck down. Drop them all.
It's possible the group's made its way to the north of the operation area, towards Erusian territory. Time's running out. Find them. 2 minutes remaining.
Caution.
Target on radar. Spotted one. On my way.
remaining.
Watch the bandit on your tail!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Trigger, we have a lock on you!
30 seconds remaining. UAV destroyed.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution.
Locked on target. We've run out of time. The mission is a